So now we have a little bit of an interaction happening, but you'll notice that it's going to start the same every single time. That makes it boring. Let's add some variety. Are you ready? Okay, let's reset that. And we're simply going to add some math. We're going to make some math do some work for us instead of recoding everything. So we're actually going to add just a little bit of coding, and we're going to get a whole lot of stuff happening. All right, random number is where we're going. So I clicked on math. It starts out at the top like this. We're going to keep coming down to get a random number. I'm going to focus on my pig to begin with. I'm going to bring it in because I have it on the x-axis moving. And I'm going to tell it a random number on the x-axis. Let's take a look. X goes from the top at 49 to the bottom. No, not the x. I'm sorry, I was focusing on the y. So let's go from the x is from the left to the right. So it starts over to the side at 0 or 2, goes all the way to around 400. So let's change the number at the end of this random number and put in 400. Let's take a look at the beginning and see if it's changing. Notice my pig is showing up in different spots. But you can also see that it's in the same X line, it's just in different areas. Okay, so if I wanted to change the Y, I could also bring the random number in and drop it inside of there. And if you come all the way to the bottom, you can slide over on and come back up and add to 400 as well. This will put it into any random spot on the screen. So pig was there, pig was there, pig is down at the bottom, pig is coming in from the side, pig, pig, and pig in a whole lot of different spots. Let's do the same thing to the elephant. I slid back down, sliding over, coming back to the elephant. See, I can find my elephant sprite really easily because I can jump in and find my comment. Let's put in a random number. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. Slide down to the bottom, scroll over, come back up. A random number in the side of this. Oh, I'm going to have to slide down to the bottom, move over. And here we go, 400. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we have a different type of interaction because we have a different beginning. We could make even more randomness happen by changing all of these numbers to random numbers as well. I'm not going to change all of those. I'm simply going to change how our function happens. I'm going to pull out the background screen because it's kind of interesting to watch the different patterns. If I click Run, I now can see different patterns of almost random tessellation happening. Each time we end up with a different kind of picture, and we can see the track that the creatures have made. The elephant at this time doesn't bounce off the pig. But if we want to make it even more interactive, we could come over inside the green function, grab our sprite bounce off, bring it in, and not only tell the elephant to bounce off the edges, but we can also tell it to bounce off the pig. Let's check out our updated version. Okay, now everything is changing, and you can see that it almost interacts so quickly that it makes quite a mess on there actually. So it's not quite interacting the way that maybe we would like it to interact. This is a calmer one to where we can actually see some of the patterns being developed. But then it kind of blows out at the end. We can control that action, but we'll learn that in a different video. So in this one, we brought in random numbers to tell where to create the sprite, and we added an interaction, and we also took the background and we dropped it at the bottom. If you don't like how it draws like that, you simply put your background back in, and then you can watch the interaction there. All right, great job coding. We'll continue to figure out and learn how to make interesting things happen. Good job, guys.